Welcome students, we are going to study today Civics chapter 2nd, Understanding Secularism. Points to cover. From this chapter, we are going to cover history about discrimination, what is secularism, why is it important to separate religion from the state, what is Indian secularism, secularism in USA, and how Indian secularism differs from other dominant states. So step by step, all these points we are going to cover from this chapter. History about discrimination, exclusion and persecution. My dear students, might be you have read about Hitler's Germany. In Hitler's Germany, Jew people were persecuted and several millions were killed. Like that, we can take example about discrimination and persecution. The country Israel. Israel treats its own Muslim and Christian minorities quite badly, even though they are Israel country's citizens. Then too, they treat quite badly to Muslims and Christian minorities. Badly. Like that, another example of Saudi Arabia also we can take, where non-Muslims not allowed to build temples, churches, nor can gather in public places for prayers. So these are some of the examples about the discrimination, exclusion and persecution. What is secularism? We are talking about understanding secularism. So what is secularism? A country which does not officially promote any one religion as its country's religion is a secular country, and India is one of them. My dear students, listen carefully. A country which does not officially promote, officially support or officially given any religion support, such a country is called as secular country, and India is also one of the secular country. We can proudly say India is a secular country because Indian government not officially supporting or promoting any one religion as country's religion. Okay, because of our country is secular country. India adopted a policy to separate the power of religion and the power of the state. As we can see, suppose this is the state and this is suppose religion. So religious matters and countries matters are totally separated. Suppose this is country, India and country's government and religious matters are totally separated. Means country's government does not interfere in religious matter, and that is called as secularism. So India adopted a policy to separate the power of religion and the power of the state. The separation of religion from the state is known as secularism. Is the separation of religion from the state is known as secularism. So might be now you understood what is secularism. Secularism, religious matter and states matters are totally separated. State does not interfere in any religious matter. The state can intervene, but see here my dear students, state can intervene in religion in order to end an evil social practices which it believes discriminate and violates fundamental rights. When any religion when it is suppose discriminating upper caste people, suppose on the lower caste, if they discriminate or any evil practices when any religion is following, then state intervene in religious matter, because in this way what is happening, it is violating fundamental rights, and to stop such a domination of any religion or from the evil practices, state can intervene in religious matter in order to stop an evil social practices. So this is what about secularism. Now, why is it important to separate religion from the state? Why it is important to state? Why it is important that state and the religious matters should be separated? So here some of the examples. The Indian secularism is different from other democratic countries, as the Indian states can intervene in religious affairs. See, some of the democratic countries are there which follows very strictly secularism, in which manners state government in any way they are not interfering in religious matter, but Indian government do intervention in religious affairs. And when we have seen in the previous slide, when any religion or to end an evil social practices, or when violates any fundamental issues, that time Indian state intervene in religious affairs. But other democratic countries not. The term secularism refers to the separation between the power of religion and the power of the state. Means religion power and the state power totally separated. This is important for a country to function democratically. Democratically functioning purpose, religion power and state power totally separation is needed. Discrimination takes place more easily when one religion is given official recognition by the state. When any state support to any one particular religion, then definitely that religion will dominate to another religion. Upper caste people, definitely they dominate to lower caste people, and to prevent from such a discrimination or domination, state does not promote any one religion as official or state religion. There are two chief reasons why the separation between the religion and the state is important. Now here see, the first is to prevent domination of one religion over another, and the second is to protect the freedom of individuals to come out their religion and embrace another religion, or have the freedom to interpret religious teachings differently. See here, there are two chief reasons and cause of that state and the religious matter should be separated. Why? First reason is that prevent domination. Any one religion domination over the another, and over the another cause of means to prevent this domination, state and religious matters should be separated. Then the second is to protect the freedom of individuals to come out of their religion. In 6th standard we have studied that many people they adopted Buddhist religion, Jainism, because of if they wish to adopt another religion, so they can do. But when this will happen, when state will not promote any one religion, as well as embrace another religion, and also have the freedom to interpret religious teachings differently. Differently religious, interpret religious matters differently. So the person they are free, and to preserve or secure this freedom of any person, state and religious matters should be separated. We can give an example of the practice of untouchability, which allowed upper caste people to which dominate lower caste people. Many examples, or many more time we have studied about untouchability, quite familiar. We have studied in 7th standard also about untouchability. So here untouchability also one of the example, and which especially upper caste people who dominate lower caste people, and to prevent this, state and religious matters should be needed, or government intervention is necessary. Secularism opposition to institutionalized religions means that it promotes freedom and equality between and within religion. Secularism also promote freedom and equality to the person, to any individuals, as well as to the within the religion also. Indian secularism does protect an individual's religious freedom by maintaining a separation from religion. So government does not make any intervention in religious matter because of to protect their own decisions, as well as how to as well as to come out of their religion, embrace another religion, or interpret according to wish religious teachings in this manner. The Indian state is not ruled by a religious group because the Indian state totally separated from the religious manners. So Indian state is not ruled by a religious group. It also does not support any one religion. In India, government spaces such as law courts, police stations, government schools and offices are not supposed to demonstrate or promote any one religion. Here also we can see in secular country, secular government in India, and in India, government offices such as courts we can see, government schools and police stations where no any sign which can demonstrate any particular religion. So here we can see most probably government schools. Government schools are not celebrating any type of festivals in the school premises because of to prevent such a type of demonstration that particular these government officials or government schools are promoting religion or does not harm to any other religion. Such a religious students, they are studying in the same school. So it means that government schools or another offices also does not other offices do not supposed to demonstrate or promote any religion. And that's why on such a festivals or celebrations or on the occasion they get the holidays, government holidays, so we can celebrate such festivals at our houses. In Indian secularism, though the state is not strictly separate from religion, it does maintain a principled distance from religion. See, in Indian secularism, as we have seen, other democratic countries, they are strongly separated from the religious matter, but our country doesn't. Our country government not. It maintain a principled distance. Principled distance means when any violation takes place in religious group, then Indian in India, state governments definitely make interference. This means that any interference in religion by the state has to be based on the ideals laid out in the Indian Constitution. Indian constitutions made certain rules and regulations, and when any violation takes place, that time interference by the Indian government we can see. Now, following ways Indian state works to prevent domination: distance, non-interference and intervention. So, we will see step by step. Distance. The Indian state is not ruled by a religious group and nor does it support any one religion. So, Indian state made distance between the state matters and religious matter. So, first very important strategy to prevent domination, the Indian state is not ruled by a religious group as well as it does not support any one religion. It made a proper distance, principled distance we can use to say. Second is the non-interference, in order to respect the sentiments of all religions and non-interfere with religious practices, the state makes certain exceptions for particular religious community. Exceptions, like you can see here, pagri. Sikh religious people, they have pagri, and cause of this pagri, we know that is helmet is quite necessary. Helmet is very necessary. Those who ride two wheelers. Okay, but Sikh religious people, some of the exceptions because of their pagri. So if Sikh religious people, they were not having helmet, then too they are having some of the exceptions. Now, intervention. The state is intervening in religion in order to end a social practice which create discrimination among people. Lower caste people, which they make the discrimination to the lower caste. So the state is intervening in religion in order to end a social practice which create discrimination among people, such as discrimination poor and rich, lower caste, upper caste. So such a discrimination when takes place which violates fundamental right, that time state government or Indian state interference or intervention strategy used. Secularism in USA. Indian secularism is different from other democratic countries such as United States of America. But how? Like I have said that Indian secularism does interference in religious matter when fundamental rights gets violated. But other democratic countries such as United States of America, strictly there is a separation between religion and the state. See here, there is a strict separation between religion and the state in American secularism, but in Indian secularism, as mentioned above, the state can intervene in religious affairs. Now here some of the meanings of new words. Secularism means the separation of religion from the state, like that coercion, freedom to interpret and intervene. These words meanings you have to write in your notebook. I hope you understood the chapter.